What's up, everybody? It's Kyle with Outdoor Artisans. I'm here at the next job site. We're getting some irrigation dialed in. I just wanted to show you what the design for this place looks like.
We don't just build, we shape the land with stone and light and skillful hands. Each line is drawn, each tree is placed with vision, soul, and timeless taste. Outdoor artisans will.
So this is where we're putting a garden bed. We're gonna have the moss rocks bordered along here. We're gonna put a bunch of plants in there, and we're gonna put gravel in on the back side. Probably gonna be that salt and pepper. That'll match the house really nice, set everything off. We got the drip line ran in the garden bed here. Each plant will have its own pressure compensating emitter, so we can really dial in exactly how many gallons each plant is getting per week. So same thing on this side. So they already have the moss rocks here. We're gonna copy that same theme on the other side. We got Curtis working on getting all the irrigation to the existing plants and getting these lines ran, so that way when we put our plants in, we already have the lines. It'll be easy to connect. We got Curtis back here working. Let's go take a look at what he's working on. What you got going on over here, Curtis?
I'm just installing drip emitters to all the existing trees and bushes and all that over here to, get some water to everything and just kind of refresh it all.
So when we put in new plants, because I saw a bunch of new plants on the design, are we going to be able to connect the irrigation to those plants with what we have so far, or are we going to have to do something new?
We wouldn't have to do anything new considering there's not that many plants on this drip line right now that are existing, so if we were to put any new ones in, it'd be fine. Not to mention we always use pressure compensating emitters rather than flagged or sprayers and stuff like that.
Right on, man.
Right on.
Thank you.
Yep.
Get back to work. So all in here, there's going to be creeping ground cover. So we are working on getting rid of these old lines. We're going to tap in with our new irrigation lines. We'll get sprayers in here, so that way all the ground cover can spread and really fill this area in. On this patio, this is a nice kick-it spot. We're gonna build a pergola. It's gonna be made out of wood, and the columns are gonna be wrapped in stone. I'm gonna show you the design drawings that we came up with, and that is kind of what we're going for the theme. So we're gonna take a look at those 4 sections that I just talked about. We're gonna look at the designs, and I'll show you guys the landscape design plans that we can build off of.
Outdoor artisans where luxury breathes in gardens and spaces beneath.
Hi everybody, this is Miranda with Outdoor Artisans, and I want to share with you what a landscape design is and the importance of getting one before any construction begins. The most commonly asked question is why? Why do I need to get a landscape design? Well, there are so many different benefits. The first, probably the most important one, is that you get a clear visual of exactly what your yard will look like, along with blueprints of everything drawn to scale, so you know exactly how many square feet of lawn, how many linear feet of raised garden beds you need, so that if you were to move forward with a project without having a design, you could be spending tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars on this project. You don't get to see anything about this project until it's actually installed and you've spent all that money on a yard that you might not even like. So I highly recommend getting a landscape design so that you can see your yard exactly how it will be. Another major important factor to consider is that when you have a landscape design done, the installation is going to be done exactly how those blueprints lay it out. so there will be no room for error in there. Without having a landscape design, installing things could cause change orders. You may need to move the sprinkler system because the lawn didn't fit exactly where you wanted it to go. Your pergola may be too large for your yard or even too small for your yard. Another great benefit of a design is that you get to make your yard as unique as you are. You get to choose everything that goes into that yard. Every little detail is picked out by you, and the installation is done just like you want it to be, so that your yard will be as unique as you are. It's also important to some customers to be able to do their installation in phases. So if you know that your priority is getting that lawn in for the summer so your kids can enjoy it, then you know exactly how many square feet of lawn and exactly where it goes. So it can stay in your budget and you can approach that installation in phases if you need to. Now I want to show you the design, exactly what I'm talking about when you go with Outdoor Artisans and get a landscape design. So let's take a look at one right here. First, you get the aerial view, which is the overhead look of your entire yard. That way you can get a clear understanding of what you're looking at. So here we have an existing water feature and palm trees. They wanted to add a pergola here, and they had a smaller existing garden bed, but they wanted to extend it, make it bigger, and put some natural stone as edging, make it look very natural. Here I just removed the trees so that you can get a better aerial view of plant placement in your design. From the street view, you can definitely see the curb appeal of this place, and it's very clean, very detailed. So these are actual photos of the customer's yard, but we've put in the 3D dimensions so that you can see those plants where they will be placed, and everything done to scale in these pictures too. You can see your yard, what it could look like. Added a orange tree to the side here, and this pergola, they wanted a big pergola, stone wrap legs, definitely to add shade so they can sit underneath and listen to the waterfall happening in their existing area. The plant placement we did up against the house, the first design, it definitely had less plants for them along here, and showed it to them and they said, okay, more plants, make it a jungle. You know what the jungle looks like? We like the jungle. So we added a lot of plants, a trellis with a vine structure to cover all of the meters that you don't want to see against your house. The other side of the bed definitely mimicked that jungle look. Added palm trees, Japanese maple, and they wanted more evergreens than not. And they've got some fringe flowers here too. Definitely jungle vibes. Here's their water feature, so you can see yourself sitting here listening to that. And the biggest benefit, well, one of the biggest benefits of the design is having these building plans so that you can definitely see exactly where your plants will be placed, and then you'll get that quantity. The plant name, the quantity, and the key here, so you can locate exactly in your design where it needs to be placed. So if you choose to do one garden bed at a time, you can see every plant that needs to go in there. You can plan your budget accordingly and then place them where they need to be. And the next one is a hardscape material. This one is very beneficial, especially if you need to approach in phases. This tells you, it's all done to scale. So this tells you exactly how many linear feet of the rock border needs to go here. Here is your key. Garden bedrock border, we need 114 linear feet. So you can price it from there and go in phases if you need to. Exactly how many square feet of pea gravel you need to cover those garden beds as mulch, landscape mulch in other areas. So it's very important that everything is done to scale. And here is their pergola. Definitely a big beefy one, very gorgeous, especially with the stone details they already have on their house. A big benefit of getting these designs done with us is that we work with you. We want to know exactly what you want to see in your design, and we want to implement that for you so that it's as unique as you are. If you want to see more plants or less plants, we have been working in Shasta County for a very long time. We know the summer heat here. We know the rains here. We can help you get the plants that will actually do great and put that irrigation in. So plant planning is very important in this area. Doing the landscape design with us, you will get 2 different renderings. So the first one I'll present to you, we'll walk through on a video call everything that I've done on the 3D images, and you can decide what you want to see taken out and what you want to see added or changed. After that meeting, I'll work on all the changes you wanted to see, and that is just one rendering. And then we go through that one more time so we can get it exactly how you want to see it. Now, one argument that we get with people is, oh, I don't want to do a design that's too expensive. Well, the designs start at $1,000 just for 1 yard, and that $1,000, if you choose us to do the project for you, will go towards your project. So you're essentially getting this design. You're going to get the landscape installation, the cost of the design put towards your purchase of the project. So it's essentially a free design, and you're going to have a better outcome with installation. This is going to be installed exactly according to the plans. It's not going to be just something that's thrown together really quick and installed, and you might not like it. We work on this design with you, get it exactly what you want to see, and then we install it exactly according to that design. So this saves time and money. Thank you for sticking around while I explain the benefits of a landscape design. If you have any other questions and you want to reach out to us, give us a call. Our number is 530-605-6983.
Had a vision and a cedar tree. She said, we'll build a dream, not just a yard. Now we're out here hauling rock like her bodyguards. She points, we dig, she dreams, we rig. She's the queen of mulch, we just lay the brick. We used to be outdoor artisans with plans in our hands, but now we follow the legend, the myth, the brand. This is the era of Miranda's reign. Changing the sign, repainting the name. We're just the crew in her landscape show. The outdoor Mirandas, now everybody knows. Can you guys move that boulder 2 inches to the left? Yes, Miranda. Also, I'm renaming the company after myself. Yes, Miranda.